This is David with Inspire Precision, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Umarex Komplete Refillable Tank Solution, and we're going to be discussing the installation onto your Komplete rifle and the maintenance of all the seals. It's been a few weeks since we launched our Umarex Komplete Refillable Tank Solution. And I just want to give you guys a quick overview about the installation into your Komplete rifle and some seal maintenance if you ever have a need to take it apart and replace the seals due to a potential leak. Our conversion is made to be absolutely swappable between the NitroAir disposable bottles and our solution without any modification, and the only thing that you're going to need to do is degas your rifle between the swaps, and it really increases the versatility of the Umarex Komplete. So let's get this rifle ready for the conversion. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take off the forend. You're not going to need this, so set this aside somewhere. In most cases, you're going to be working with a nearly empty bottle, but it still has some pressure in it. Take the Allen wrench that is included from Umarex in the Komplete box, and you're going to degas your rifle. There's a specific degassing screw, so take that Allen wrench, and in this instance, this one's empty, but yours probably is not going to be empty. So you loosen up the degassing screw, and you will hear the air come out of the degassing screw, and when it is finished, you'll be able to unscrew your disposable NitroAir bottle. Since mine is empty already, I'm just going to take it out, and you're going to recycle this, you're going to discard it, whatever you're going to do, and really the most important part of this whole procedure, or you're going to get very frustrated, is to retighten this degassing screw, and you're going to want it moderately tight. So when you buy this refillable tank solution, these are the parts that you're going to get. You're going to get our tank, you're going to get the adapter, you are going to get a complete set of replacement seals, and the fill probe. All the orders that are shipping include a complimentary little vial of silicone grease. The next thing you're going to need is a 1-inch wrench. So take your black anodized adapter out of the package. Take your tank out of the cardboard shipping tube. You're going to take your adapter and you will screw it right into the base of the tank. Get it hand tight, and then you can use your wrench to tighten it right up. Next, you're going to take your grease that you get in the package. You're just going to put a little grease on the angled portion of the adapter. You can use this little vial as an applicator. You don't have to use a whole lot. As long as you get a little bit on there, it's going to help prolong the life of your seal. And we will take our rifle and our tank, and we will start threading it in. At the time you feel the first resistance of the seal hitting the fitting, you will want to rotate one more complete revolution. One revolution is all it needs in order to contact that seal properly. If you do it any more than that, you run the risk of the threads of the fitting hitting that seal, and we really don't want that. You may go back and forth a little bit to make sure your fill probe port aligns properly. You don't have to get the engraving straight, you just need to be able to access your fill port. So at this time you can install your forend, and that is how your rifle is going to look with the refillable tank solution installed. Next, you can grab the fill probe out of the little bag that you get in your package. I've got an extra one right here, and you can insert your fill probe in the fill probe port. Use a little bit of the silicone grease if you'd like. After you've got that installed all the way till it stops, you're going to take either your buddy bottle, your hand pump, or your compressor, and you will connect it to the fill probe. You will open up the valve, and you will watch the gauge on the refillable tank, and you will watch it go all the way up to 3600, and then you will stop. So you only want to fill this to 3600. It operates pretty much the same way if you're using a hand pump. You're going to pump it up until you hit 3600, or if you're using a compressor, you're going to have the compressor on until you hit 3600. You're going to shut your valve on your buddy bottle, you're going to stop pumping with your hand pump, or you're going to turn off your compressor. And it is very, very important that at that time that you open up the bleeder valve on either your compressor, your hand pump, or your buddy bottle. And that is just this thumb wheel right here. So you're going to crack that open. That will release the pressure in the line. It's very important that you do that, because if you try to take this out while it is pressurized, it's going to whip around, and you don't want to do that. You will close that back up, and you will be able to take your fill probe out. Now you can disconnect your filling solution, and you can leave the fill probe installed in the rifle if you want. It does have a little bit of a resistance, so it won't come out right away. Or you can take your fill probe out and you can set it aside. And that is really all it takes to fill up this refillable tank for your Umarex Komplete. So it's likely, as you swap back and forth between your nitro air bottle and your refillable tank solution, that sometime down the road you're going to have to replace a seal. So we're going to start by taking off the adapter fitting. Note that I provided an extra seal for this right in the same bag that this came in when you got your order. You'll be able to roll that right off with your fingers and install a new seal onto that. If you suspect that your seals are wearing out in your actual tank, what you're going to want to do is to take off both the threaded end cap for your adapter, and that has an inner and an outer seal. Set that aside, and you will take off the gauge cap on the other end, and that also has an inner and an outer seal. You can take that off and set it to the side. In the package that you get with your replacement seals, you're going to have a full set. It's going to include a bunch of different sizes of seals, and if you look at your two end caps here, you will find out real quick which ones are which. You've got the inside seal here and the outside seal here. The inside seal is a smaller cross-section O-ring, and the outside seal is a larger cross-section O-ring. So if you feel like those need to be changed, if they look squashed or if they look flat, then you can change those out. And I do have additional seal kits for sale on our website. If you have replaced those seals, you can take a Q-tip, you can use some of the silicone grease, and you can re-lubricate them before you reinstall them back into the tank body. So to reinstall these end caps, you're going to be reading my logo. You'll take the portion that my adapter threads into, and you'll put it on the right hand side, and you'll just screw that in all the way till it bottoms out, and then you can flip it over and you can install the other side with the gauge. There's a nylon or Delrin seal underneath the gauge, and it's not likely in any instance that you're going to have to replace that. After you've done that, you can take your adapter, you can thread it back in, tighten it up with your 1-inch wrench, and now you're ready to reinstall this into the rifle and follow the instructions that I gave you previously in the video. I designed this refillable tank solution to be extremely easy to go back and forth between the nitro air cylinders and the refillable solution, so you guys can have a lot of choices for your Umarex Komplete. If you want to pick one up, our site is inspireprecisionairguns.com. I'm going to have that down in the description below. And if you have any questions or comments about this, put them down in the comments of this video. I just want to say thank you for all of your support. The airgun community here on YouTube is really awesome, so just want to thank you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see all of our videos coming up in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And this was David with Inspire Precision, and I want to remind you guys to break out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill, and have a great day.